Hey, I'm in the kitchen today making quick, fast chicken and dumplings. Okay? I got my chicken boiling, which is legs. Doesn't matter what part of the chicken you use as long as it's got meat on it. I got in my pot some butter, a little bit of sage, a little bit of garlic and onion powder, salt and pepper, and butter, of course, and some olive oil. I'm going to add an onion, some green peppers, and I'm going to use these soft tacos for dumplings instead of making them because this is a quick recipe. I'm also going to add about 3 to 4 boiled eggs once I shred my chicken. As you see, I just put my 4 eggs on boiling because all of this is going to be mixed together, but first I did add a little bit of, just a tad bit of basil. I didn't want a lot, like just a teeny tiny half a teaspoon, okay? This is going to boil, okay? But don't throw away your juice because we're going to need to stock this off of it, okay? To actually make the base of the chicken and dumplings. Now, I don't know why they call this the fast version because of the fact that there is nothing fast about making this. It don't matter what shortcuts you take, it's still going to take you a few hours, okay? I'll be back in a minute. So all my ingredients are together and it's looking a little soupy, but once you cook it some more, it's gonna look good, okay? We got the eggs, we got the onions, we got the green peppers, we got the taco, soft taco shells in there, but this is gonna have to cook down for a while, okay? And I got my temperature on 3 just to let it simmer and get some of the juice out of it. But once it's done, see what I'm saying? It's gonna be so good, okay? So I'm gonna let this simmer for about an hour or so till it gets a little thicker. And you don't have to add cornstarch because you already have flour in your tortillas, and you know everybody knows with tortillas it's made from flour or meal, one or the other. I use flour. So I'm gonna let this cook down. I'm gonna add a little butter. Now, after it cooks about an hour, hour and a half, give or take, some of the moisture will come out. You do want to leave a little bit of juice in there. Okay, it's still going. It basically is chicken and dumpling. No, yeah, chicken and dumpling. It is still like a chicken soup, but more of a stew style. But you want to make sure that your onions and green peppers are cooked, and add a little bit more salt to it because when you cook meat, it tends to absorb the spices. So make sure you add a little extra salt and pepper, and you have to add a little bit of butter once you mix everything together, okay? Always remember that. And don't cover it all the way. You want to cook it on low, just to simmer, okay? And stir it periodically because you don't want it sticking to the bottom. And the longer you cook it, the thicker it will get, okay? And make sure when you're doing this, when you boil your eggs to put in there, chop them up kind of, not like small, but like pretty small, okay? After about 20 to 30 minutes, you will see it starting to thicken up. That's your flour from your tortilla shells. You want it to thicken up. Now I'm going to turn this down to just keep warm because it's going to continue to cook, okay? And I'm going to leave it just on warm because it's actually technically done. However, even on 1, it is still cooked, so I'm going to let it sit on 1 for about 30-40 minutes or so, okay? Well, that's the end of it. I have showed you everything about chicken and dumplings, how we do it. The South is a little bit more different than the North when cooking and their cooking style. It doesn't make anybody wrong, we just do it differently, okay? However, I'm going to be doing another video about canning and pickling broccoli and cauliflowers in a little while, okay? Love you. Hope you enjoy this.